G'day, Year 8. So let's have a look now at the last two questions we've got here. So a rectangle has a length of 20a and a width of a plus 2. So it asks us to find the rule for the perimeter. So perimeter is going to equal, there's various ways you can write the perimeter rule. So probably the simplest is to say it's length plus width plus width. We just add together the four sides. So in this case, the length is 20a plus 20a, and the width is a plus 2 plus a plus 2. Now really the brackets aren't doing anything there, I just want to keep that as the one term. But now we can start to add these things together. We've got 20a plus 20a, that's going to equal 40a, plus another a, plus another a. So that's going to be 42a plus, we've got 2 plus 2, 42a plus 4. So that's a rule for the perimeter. Perimeter of the shape equals 42a plus 4. Okay, now it says find the area of the rectangle in terms of a. So area equals length times width. So in this case, that's going to equal, the length is 20a times a plus 2. Now we've got to expand that. We've got to expand this, and when we expand brackets, remember we say it's 20a times a and 20a times positive 2. So let's, whoops. So let's go to here and do the expansion. 20a times a is going to give us 20a squared. I'm not entirely sure how you do squared here. Let's just see if we've got, this will probably help us here. Squared, 20a squared plus 20a times 2 is going to be 40a. So that's a rule for the area in terms of a. So the area is going to be centimetres squared is going to be 20a squared plus 40a. Now it asks us for the perimeter. So if the perimeter is 88 centimetres, what's the area of the rectangle? So we've got a couple of steps here. We're playing around with perimeter first and then area. So let's have a look at this. Perimeter equals 42a plus 4. And we've said that that equals 100, or the question's told us that equals 88 centimetres equals 42a plus 4. So we want to find out what a equals. So it's just the normal balance beam approach, doing something to one side, something to the other here. So we want to subtract 4 from both sides. So 88 minus 4 is 84 equals 42a. Plus 4 minus 4, they just cancel out, which is kind of what we'd hope might happen. Right, so we've got 42a by itself. Now the opposite of 42a is 42 multiplied by a. The opposite of multiplying by a is dividing by a, dividing by 42. So we're going to divide both sides by 42 to get a by itself. So as it happens, 84 divided by 42, use your calculator if you need to, but that's going to equal 2. 42a divided by 42, the 42s are going to cancel out, and that's going to leave us with just a. 2 equals a. So if we then know that 2 equals a, we can also work out the area, because we've got a rule for the area. Area equals 20a squared. This is going to be squared or slow us down. Sorry about that. Squared. 20a squared plus, whoops, where do we go? 20a squared plus 40a. But we've been told that, or we calculated that a equals 2 when we worked out the perimeter. So let's go back into here and substitute those things in. The area equals, I might just try and make this lowercase because otherwise it's a bit confusing. A, capital A stands for area here. 20a squared. So let's calculate that. A squared, 2 squared is 4. 4 times 20 is 80. And 40 times a, 40 times 2 is also 80. So a equals 160 centimetres. Make sure we get our units right. Centimetres squared. And that's the answer for quite a challenging problem there. Okay, next one. Following rectangle and triangle have the same area. Okay. So let's just work out the area of each of these. So area of a rectangle, area of a triangle, let's start with, equals half times base times height. And remember, it's perpendicular height. Height at 90 degrees. Now, it's not marked as 90 degrees, but we'll assume that's what it is on the diagram. So it's going to be a half times the base, 10 minus x, times 4. So let's multiply these things outside of the brackets first. A half times 4 is going to give us 2. 2 times 10 minus x. And we can expand these brackets out. 2 times 10 is 20. And 2 times minus x is going to be minus 2x. So that's going to be the area of the triangle, 20 minus 2x. Let's have a look now at the area of the rectangle. It's going to be equal to, area of a rectangle is just length times width. So in this case, it's going to be 5 times, we can put the times in, it's always, if there's just a number in front of the brackets, we always remember that it's times, but I'll write it here just from minus 3x minus 11. Okay, so now we can expand those. 5, remember how we have to do this? We have to say that it is, when you've got one bracket, we seem to be doing a lot of expanding brackets in these problems. Multiply one first term, multiply by the second term. So now we say, okay, 5 times 3x is going to give us 15x. 5 times minus 11 is going to be minus 55. So the area of the rectangle is going to be 15x minus 55. Okay, now, we're told that they have the same area. So I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here with the cursor. Oh, here we go. Now we've got over here. So if they've got the same, we can say that 20 minus 2x, the area of the triangle, equals 15x minus 55, the area of the rectangle. So now we want to calculate these. I want to get all the x's together. So I want to get rid of the smallest x, which is minus 2x. So I'm going to add 2x to both sides. So when I come back and do that here, we've got the 20 minus 2x plus 2x, that just equals 20 on that side. 15x plus 2x is going to give us 17x minus 55. Now I want to get the x's by themselves. So I'm going to add 55 to both here. To both sides. To get rid of the minus 55. So let's have a look here. 20 plus 55 is going to give us 75 on the left-hand side. Equals 17x minus 55 plus 55. Minus 55 plus 55 cancel that. So it's going to be left with 17x. And the last step here is we have to divide. We want to get x by itself, so we're going to do the opposite of multiply by 17. 17 times x at the moment. The opposite of that is going to be divide by 17 both sides. And so we've got 75 divided by 17, which equals 4.4. And 17 times x divided by 17 is just going to leave with x. So the distance is x. The unknown x equals x. Right? So we found the value of x. So we can check our solution. Right? So the way we check our solution is we substitute back into the start. Okay, so let's have a look at this and say, okay, let's find out the area if it's 20 minus 2 times 4.4, which is 8.8. That equals 11.2. The area of a rectangle, let's say it is, so we've got 15 times 4.4 minus 55, and that also equals 11. There's a little bit of rounding error, but that's not going to be a big deal. That's just because I've put it to one decimal place rather than two decimal places. It's 4.412. So there you go. We found the solution. And find the length of the unknown sides. Well, this side here is going to be the base of the triangle is here 10 minus 4.4, which is going to be 5.6 centimetres. The only thing I haven't done well here is put our units. This should be centimetres squared. Squared here. This should also be centimetres squared, and this should be centimetres here. And the same thing on this, as we go to this side here, come over here, 3 times 4.4 minus 11 equals 2.2 centimetres for that side there. So that's, it's quite a challenging question. That's our 2 questions.